TV Burp, Ghost of Larry Grayson on Most Haunted.
If you are here, shut that door. If you really are here, shut that door. Come on, do something for us, you piece of...
Jeremy Paxman shows us his legs on the Victorians. Nice legs. And unsuccessful putting on of waistcoats in Trouble in Amish Paradise. There we are. Put the first waistcoat on. Right, that one's on. Now this one. Just pop that on. There we are. That's nice and snug. There we are. 2 waistcoats on. Remind me, how did that old musical youth song go again?
Oh, that's down the aisle on your left-hand side.
It gonna burn, give me the music, make me jump and prance it forward. Don't give me the music, make me rockin' in the dance. So I remember now, yeah. It's Eastenders. And the great thing about Patrick is he always seems to know exactly what everyone else is up to.
Where is everybody?
Libby is making pancakes.
Really?
Lucas is going to get some lemon juice.
Jordan is at youth club?
Chelsea, she hasn't turned up yet.
Ian's at the chip shop, Peggy and Archie are in the pub, Gary and Minty are down the Archies, Heather's in the caff, Charlie's up west, Big Mo's down the market with Stacey, Yolanda's in Birmingham, Michelle's in the States, Bepe's in Panto, Nigel's in Holby, Mark Fowler's in Dancing on Ice, Grant's in Afghanistan, and Kath is in the bill. It was all go in the Slater household as Stacey's mum was about to return. But first, a tidy-up.
What's all this?
I'm having a clear out.
What, of my stock?
Well, it's everywhere. Bathrooms, bedrooms. There's 3 boxes of edible knickers on top of my wardrobe.
2 boxes, actually, Stacey. Yeah, they're all different flavours. Cheese and onion, salt and vinegar. Oh, that one, barbecue beef. Pat spent the day like a dog, barking at cars.
Janine! Janine!
Yes, Pat and Janine had a bit of a falling out, this time over a painting of Frank. See, Pat hit the roof when she thought that Janine was going to hang it the wrong way round. Oh, they are easily torn, those paintings. Particularly when pre-cut. Which brings us to our slightly odd-looking gingerbread man of the week.
Slightly odd-looking gingerbread man of the week.
Celine baked this for you.
Why not? Haven't had any breakfast or lunch.
Hey, you know the daytime cookery show Britain's Best Dish? In which people cook the dish that they think is Britain's best one? Well, they've only gone and made a celebrity version. Yeah, first up was Tanya Breyer. And what was she planning to enter for the competition of Best British Dish?
The dish I'm going to be cooking is called mulva pudding. It's a South African dish.
Yes, to qualify for Britain's Best Dish, Tanya is cooking a South African dish. So, what's it look like?
Should be nice and ready. I think my dish is going to win because simple is best. It's comforting and it's cosy. It's something that everyone would love. I want to win it. I want to go all the way.
Next up was Ingrid Tarrant. So what is Chris Tarrant's ex-wife cooking for Britain's Best Dish?
I chose this dish because it is a typically Norwegian dish, and I grew up eating it. It's wild salmon with new potatoes and cucumber salad.
The Norwegian dish, wild salmon with cucumber salad. What part of Britain's Best Dish don't you understand? Yes, and watching Ingrid cooking it made me think that when her and Chris divided up the house, maybe she didn't do so well.
I've added seasoning, fish seasoning, salt, pepper, bit of white wine I've chucked in, bit of butter, and then I've just wrapped it in foil, and that's it. How eco-friendly is that? Do your dishes and do your cooking at the same time. I mean, it's just brilliant.
Or Chris got the cooker. So we know what Ingrid Tarrant's up to, but what about Chris? Well, he's got a new show too. And what makes you tune in to watch a TV show?
Welcome to The Colour of Money, the most stressful game on British TV.
Stress! Great! Sit down Saturday tea time and have a good old stress hour. Yes, it's the new Chris Tarrant vehicle, The Colour of Money. Yes, in which contestants, many with sob stories, are forced to choose different cash machines, each a different colour, each colour loaded with a different amount of money. So, how do you choose which colour to go for?
Nigel, what are you thinking? Where should you go?
I think it's a red moment now, darling.
It is a red moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nigel's a retained fireman as well.
Yeah, he's a retained fireman. It's got to be red, isn't it? Even though it is just luck. What if your name's Ryan? How does someone with a name like Ryan choose a colour?
You need to choose 10. What's your first one?
The first colour I'm going to go for is going to be cyan.
Why cyan?
It's pretty much my name, just with the first letter change, so I think it's going to be quite lucky.
Yeah. He's a cyan man, doing what he can. He's on the colour of money and he is a Tarrant fan. It's like Deal or No Deal, but instead of boxes it's cash machines. Please don't tell Noel Edmonds or he'll soon. Where do you get the idea? What's that? But when things get tough for Ryan, he turned to his dad for advice on what colour to choose.
Guys, anything? Are you feeling anything?
What colour? What colour?
Well, I'm a fisherman. I think Chris is a fisherman. Salmon.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. He's a fisherman, Chris is a fisherman. It's got to be salmon, isn't it? I mean, if ever there was a more compelling reason to choose the colour salmon, I don't know it. Well, Ryan, what are you going to go for?
What colour?
Well, I'm a fisherman. I think Chris is a fisherman. Salmon.
It's quite a big one.
Take your time, just have a look
salmon.
at all of them.
But it's your fault. It's got to be your fault.
I think, Chris, for the final cash machine I'd like to go for green.
Your dad's a fisherman! Chris is a fisherman, it's got to be salmon! Let's see how we go on.
Come on, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan. What's the thing? Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. Come on.
Yes. Halfway there, please keep going, 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 come on, please.
So, what was the winning colour?
Ryan, just out of interest, let's find out where the big money was hiding throughout the game. There weren't many left. We wanted one that had 13 in. Let's have a look. Salmon!
I didn't know his dad's a fisherman and Chris is a fisherman. Logic dictated it had to be salmon. But like any game show, you've got to have your catchphrase.
Start the machine.
Okay.
Start the machine. Start the machine. Start the machine. Start the machine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not exactly... Bring on the wall! Well, what I want to know is, where does Chris go after he said it?
You need another 56 grand. Start the machine.
Where's he going?
Start the machine.
Hey, Chris, where are you off to?
Start the machine.
Where's he going? Well, let's find out.
Right. Silver machine. Start the machine.
goes the salmon. Billy Connolly is off on his travels again with Billy Connolly Journey to the Edge of the World.
I'm going on the most extraordinary journey of my life. One that some of the world's greatest sailors and adventurers have tried to make and failed. And one that's going to take me to the very edge of the world. Why don't you come with me? We'll have a laugh.
Yeah, OK, Billy. I'm up for that. Where are we going?
I'm going to places I've never seen before, meet people I've never met before, and do things I've never done before.
Loving it. Let's go.
In 10 weeks, I'm going to travel by road, by boat, and by airplane, right round the top of the world. It's going to be an epic journey.
I get the idea.
The world's a fantastic place, and I'm heading for some of the most remarkable and remote landscapes anywhere. I'm getting very excited just thinking about it.
Get on with it!
I'm on the threshold of an extraordinary adventure, right across the top of Canada between the two oceans.
You've gone without me, haven't you? That's not very nice. So, week one, where's he end up?
I've driven through Nova Scotia to Cape Breton Island, where I'm heading towards a town called Cheticamp.
No, it's not that bad. Later on, Billy was treated to an ancient Inuit song that was a big hit in the 80s.
Could you let me hear one that's got some words in it? A story in it?
This one is called The Dog Team. The dog's making
good.
the noise.
Oh, lovely.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. But of course, as far as technology goes, things are fairly primitive for the Inuits.
There's a little man I met in the museum in Iqaluit, and he goes in every day to watch this rerun of a film. His grandfather is in it, his grandfather's brother, his uncle is in it. His whole world has radically changed. It's gone from the dog sled to the internet.
Yeah, it's a good film, that. Now, I like a dog sled. I like the internet too, but which is better? There's only one way to find out. See you after the break. Come on, mister, give him a hand. Welcome back to TV Burp. Smiley-faced body on Shipwrecked.
Over there, just like, yeah, let's go, let's go.
Hello, everyone. Chris Tarrant wipes his nose on contestant's shirt on The Colour of Money.
Something tells me that you might be a bit of a brave one, so you might be aiming higher.
And Jeremy Paxman accidentally broadcasts his dream on The Victorians.
Oh, tighter, Mr. Paxson, tighter.
Don't hang it up. You're a vicar's wife, for heaven's sake.
Enough.
Paris Hilton is in the country. Yeah, and you're thinking, I've heard of Paris Hilton, seen her in the Glossies, a full page in Grazia last month. but what does she do exactly?
I'm Paris Hilton, businesswoman, singer, actress, and brand.
I meant, what does she do? Not what has she tried over the years and failed at. Besides, you missed out movie star. My older brother told me about it. So, what's she doing over here? Well, she's after a new best friend because Paris, in the past, has been hurt. Yeah, she's been hurt, Miss Paris. Some of her friends have sold nasty stories about her. It was all in Grazia.
Sometimes it's difficult to know who's genuine and who just wants a piece of me. Good friends are hard to come by.
Hey, Paris, open your...
That's why I really want a new best friend to hang out with when I'm in the UK.
And what better way to attract a reliable, lifelong friend than a reality TV show? She has got one friend, of course, her pet chihuahua, Tinkerbell. And off she jets to London with little Tinkerbell in tow.
Tonight, I'm flying home from a Las Vegas party on my private jet. With Tinkerbell, of course.
And you have stinky breath.
And you are a feckless tramp. The competition is pretty stiff. Well, the prize is pretty special, as Emma from Northampton pointed out.
Who wouldn't want to be Paris's best friend? I mean...
Me! They all share a house and are set tasks to prove their worth, as is the fashion in these sort of shows. And this week saw Paris set a cookery task.
I've got a message! Oh, I want to get to know you better, so I'm coming over to the house for lunch.
Yay!
Prepare a dish that says something about you.
So I'm making
We got a text from Paris saying that she'd like everyone to cook a dish that kind of represented themselves.
A dish that represents themselves, yeah. Well, I've come up with a dish that I think represents Paris. Yes, it's, there we are, and just put that on like that. Basically, it's a tart, and the top bit's 99% air. Perhaps that's a bit cruel, but Paris is a cruel streak. Yeah, if she boots you off, she says, talk to you never, or TTYN.
I'm sorry, Jade. I just don't know if you're going to be able to make it. Talk to you never. TTYN.
Well, Paris, NTTYITFP. Never talked to you in the first place. I was surprised to learn on Emmerdale this week that local vet Paddy is in fact a hobbit. Where are you going? Yeah, and you know how they've got a bust of Queen Victoria on the bar of the Queen Vic on Eastenders? Well, they've got a new bust on the bar of Emmerdale's Woolpack now, too.
I don't know why you're looking so... kids to squabble amongst themselves and we're using them for major standards.
Yeah, but the difference with this one is it has posable arms. But the big story was the hunt for Jasmine, who was holed up in Scotland, where she was being protected by her granddad, Sandy, who was armed.
Now, you know what you have to do. We've gone over it 100 times. Now, pick that bag up and go! Now! Now! Jasmine!
Oh, he was aiming for Marlon and Eli, missed and shot a light bulb out. Have another go, Sandy.
Now, you know what you have to do. We've gone over it 100 times. Now, pick that bag up and go! Now! Now! Jasmine!
Sandy, you want a teddy? Or anything off the top shelf. I wonder what's going on down at the Coombe Martin Wildlife and Dinosaur Park.
It's the mating season.
And I haven't got a thing to wear. This was Mr. and Mrs. Wolf, which followed self-styled friend of the wolves, Sean Ellis, as he tried to train up his girlfriend Helen for a special role.
Lower in the ranks are 3 boisterous males. And Cheyenne. She's the only female, and if she gets pregnant, there'll be a job vacancy in the pack.
Hang on, that's against EU rules. That wolf is entitled to proper maternity leave, and he should be keeping the job open for her when she gets back to work. Although often they don't, and the male is left supporting them. And I suspect a lot of the time they're just sitting around watching This Morning and listening to Steve Wright in the afternoon. So he's keen to train her up. And to a wolf, your smell is very important. And what you smell like depends on what you eat, which is tough for Helen because she's normally quite particular about what she eats.
Quite like liver, but kidneys, no, I really don't like kidneys.
I'm that person that has a steak and kidney pie and picks all the kidney out and leaves it all around the edge of the plate.
Why don't you just order the steak pie? Mind you, last night I had a shepherd's pie and just ate the mince. The next stage of the wolf training program is even more dramatic. He teaches her how to feed the wolves from her own mouth, like a mummy wolf.
As soon as she comes, let her have it, straight away. That's good. Show her where it is. Good.
Helen's gone from a human nursery nurse to an apprentice wolf nanny, regurgitating offal.
Good. Well done.
I'm not actually feeding the shark. I just didn't like last night's mince. Mince. Yes, this obsession with wolves, it must affect their social life.
Sean and Helen have been together for 3 years, but they don't get out much.
You don't say. Well, they're out tonight. Yes, to sing us out, it's Mr. and Mrs. Wolf.
Touch me the ground. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. I smell like the sound, I'm lost in the crowd, and now I'm hungry like no one. Straddle the line, in this funny line. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. I'm in the line, and I'm hungry like no one. Like a wolf.
That's all from us. See you next week.
Start machine.
How are your nerves?
Mine are good.
Mine aren't.
Listen, don't panic.
I can't look.
Watch my lips, you're not concentrating.
Stop!
Yeah, good girl.
The Colour of Money is next.